Pour Out Your Story Publishing presents Hidden Above Her, Part 1 by Kandle Bossfield. Read by Marshawn Francoeur. 2 hours before the party. I shut the door behind me. I was so close to getting the job, and I blew it. But I'll practice anyway. I stare intensely at the brown eyes in the mirror. I pick up the leopard pin off the dresser and wrap my finger around it like it's a microphone. High energy this time, Sim. Hi, I'm Sim Dunmore, coming at you live, and guess what? I'm ready to give you the hottest celebrity news right here on the Hollyview Network. No, Sim, you can do better. Jump out the safe box. You can do it. As a kid, I loved being on camera. Having my mother's attention meant everything to me. Dad ran the construction business while Mom spent a lot of time cooking, cleaning, and taking care of us. I would sing a radio song, dance, or merely have an entire conversation while she recorded me on her cell phone with a smile on her face. She looked at me like I was a shining star. There's something about being on camera that makes me feel heard. It's like I have the attention of the world. Being the youngest, sometimes it's like I'm speaking an unfamiliar language because they pretend not to understand or don't take my words seriously. So talking into a camera makes me feel like they have no choice but to listen to what I have to say. I'm not the baby of the family anymore. I'm all grown up. I can't lie, though. Stepping out into a new place like Los Angeles scares me. Meeting new people in a new environment sends chills down my back. But like my mother used to say, people bleed just like you do, so if anything, picture everybody naked with watermelon heads to help break the ice. I clear my throat. Hi, my name is Sim Dunmore, and I'm here to give you the latest celebrity news. But first, a public service announcement. If you can't be yourself around him, move on to the next man who loves you for who you are. The thumping police knock made me drop the leopard pin. Mom, are you serious? I say while opening the door. My eyes light up in shock. A husky guy with a short beard and curly black hair is staring at me with a grin on his apricot face. What's up, dude? Mom never threw me a party, spoiled ass, says my big brother, Duck, with both hands inside his pockets. He's the only person in the world I let call me dude. He used to say it's because he always wanted a little brother, but it turns out Mom and Dad thought they were having a boy right before I was born. Duck! I scream. He catches me in the air and I wrap my arms around his shoulders. He swings me around in excitement as we laugh. I haven't seen my big brother in 3 months. He's 4 years older and recently enlisted in the Army. One day, he was a guidance counselor for the Sacramento School District. Next minute, he sat us all down with Tava via FaceTime in LA and told us he enlisted in the Army. The next day, he left his apartment and flew to Texas for training camp for the U.S. Army. It's 3 months later, and he's back? Before he left, he snuck into my room and hid a pile of dog shit under my bed, and he strategically placed it on a square white napkin. Crazy thing was, we didn't even have a dog. It took me 3 days to get that smell out of my room. He's one of the reasons why I want to get my own place. At least I'll have control over who's allowed in my room. I remember when Doug saran wrapped the toilet. Totally not cool waking up in the middle of the night to have pee splattered everywhere. Doug puts me down and we do our special handshake. Front clap, back clap, shoulder bounce twice, dap on them arms, and dap once again. I say, Doug, why aren't you in training camp? I'm confused. Doug runs his hands over his short hair. He looks good enough for the red carpet in his exquisitely tailored suit. Doug is more of a shorter version of my dad, but with hair. He rubs his bumpy snub nose. He says, Dude, they sent me back early. Why would they do that? Well, I submitted a request. Plus, my paperwork got mixed up, so I'm here until they figure it out. Well, I guess you came on a good day. We're having a party, I say sarcastically. His eyes are so round and eager to tell me something new. My brother's more of a computer nerd, always ready to tell me something new he found on the World Wide Web. I got back in town yesterday. I told Mom I wanted to surprise you. His real name is Patrick Dunmore, but we call him Duck. He inherited the name when we were kids because he was the only one who ducked down low when Mom used to throw stuff at us. Mom's way of disciplining us consisted of throwing whatever she saw to teach us a lesson. Shoes, dish towels, books. She didn't discriminate, but my brother always managed to dodge whatever she threw. But Tava and I weren't so lucky. So we called him Duck. Funny thing is, after Mom threw around something, she would gracefully turn around and watch television like she didn't care, like throwing stuff at us was part of her job as a mother. Duck says, "Dude, congratulations on your degree." His chipper voice drags out the word degree. Those words took a chunk out of my pride. I want to forget about my problems, but I'm sure graduation will come up at least 50 times tonight. He wouldn't be so proud if he knew how much of a failure I am. I can't tell him. I'm not ready. The shock consumes me. I'm not graduating on time, is what I want to say, but I can't. Not after all the guys he beat up on my behalf. Back in high school, there was always at least one guy who thought thicker girls didn't have the right to love themselves. So they would say rude comments like calling me the chunky girl with the pretty face. But when my brother found out about what happened back then, he would go up to the school and slap the guys around as if they owed him rent money. I say, "Thanks, Duck. I worked really hard for that degree. I can't wait to be out there on my own, because I'm a grown woman. I need my space." "Here you go. I'm a big girl now. Yeah, I get it," he teases in a little girl voice. My brother is certainly a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but when it comes to me, he's protective, a little too protective. Maybe I can get him to pay Todd's cheating ass a visit. The thought forms a smile on my face. A guy leans against the frame of the door. He has hot mocha skin and narrow nostrils that come to a pointed tip. He rubs his 5 o'clock shadow and stings me with his sharp, exhilaratingly sexy brown eyes. I guess he got rid of those prescription glasses. He has faded hair, and his sex appeal in that tuxedo is at 20,000 watts. I sigh, not because he looks like a tasty fudge brownie, and not because he broke my soul 5 years ago, but because he's my best friend. "Cash?" I say in a weak voice.